Hi Dinesh, can you hear me? I'm testing this first, the setup. This is my first live stream, so just let me know if you can hear me, Dinesh. Okay, great. Okay, so you're asking, well, I've been preparing for DevOps. Yeah. The first thing is you have to identify your challenges, your blockage, where you are struggling. Are you struggling with the fundamentals or are you struggling with some scenario-based questions? So it will largely depend on where you are facing issues. If it's related to real-time scenario-based question and answers, I would highly recommend there are ample resources available online or like there are various YouTube channels. There is my YouTube channel also. You can find multiple question and answers. You have to prepare them. And I have already spoken about it in my videos that you should always you should have a project at least that you can talk about in the interviews, like an end-to-end project which includes all the things together, and you should know each and everything about it so that if someone asks you about anything, you know everything about at least about that project. Let me know if it answered your question or you have other questions. You can let me know, it's okay, we can talk. Or if you have some specific area where you're struggling, then we can talk about that also, just so you can let me know in which area you are struggling with. So since you have been working on interviews for the last 1 year, I would not say that you should start from scratch because you would have already worked hard a lot. So you should just focus on the things that you're struggling with in the interviews. It can be anything. For a few people, I see they're not 100% confident about some fundamental concepts. Some people say they are not able to explain about projects. Some people say they are um struggling about talking about some real world stuff that they have used in their company. Maybe this is your first time you're trying to get into this field. So at that time, it's going to be slightly longer for sure. It's going to be uh, like a struggling phase. But as I mentioned, there are ways to crack it. Okay, so you can check all the resources available online, or you can check my channel also. You can reach out to me if you still face any issues. So you should, I think you should work on your gaps only for sure. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp, or I will just share my number. Is there a way to do that? Okay, I'll just type my number. Sorry. Uh, Let me do it again. +91. So this is my WhatsApp number. You can reach out to me. So I'm just waiting for more people to join in. There's still 1 minute. Then I'll talk about a lot of things that you all can follow. Okay, I've received your message. I'll reply after this live stream. So thank you for your number, and how can we get more calls? So what I recommend to my members and my subscribers or my trainees that like first thing is it is not like when I can say okay this thing is going to work for you because like some things are working for me may not work for you because I have a different experience. Okay, I have like more than 8 years of experience, so that's going to have a different impact in the job market as compared to you who's trying to like get in or you have like 2 years of experience or 3 years of experience. But I always say that you should have at least like half an hour where you're just applying to jobs. Okay, so that's the first thing you should do. You should always optimize your resume. Okay, and you should always make changes to your resume from time to time. Maybe like once a week you should review your resume and then check someone else's. Okay, for example, you can check anyone's LinkedIn profile just to see like if they have mentioned something different that is not there in your resume. Okay, you have 4 years of experience into storage and backup. That's fine. So I think you, if you want, you can show this 4 years of experience into DevOps also. Okay, that's what I recommend. Don't show that you are a fresher. In that case, your chances are very slim that you're going to get any calls. So you have to show experience even though you're not working. Okay, so this is not fraud or something. This is just a way that you need to position yourself in the market. The thing is that you should have the confidence to justify that when you join the company, and that will take a lot of hands-on experience. So, one thing I can say that you should have a resume which is which has your main projects and the outcome of the projects. Okay, I see people they just say I work on CSD pipeline, I work on deployment. No, you should mention the impact that you were able to create by doing that project or by doing that task. For example, I was able to save like 20% of the time while I mean after I created the CSD pipeline for my uh, company or my project. So you should also always mention the outcome that you were able to deliver to the customers, and you should always have a GitHub repo mentioned at the top of the resume, and all your main projects should be there, and you should have like a proper like readme.md file which is like where you just mention all the steps, all the things related to the project. So you should have all those projects also in GitHub repo. And then I mean if I tell you about me, I just apply on LinkedIn and Naukri. Okay, Naukri.com and LinkedIn. So these two I prefer, and I'm able to switch the last two times from there only. Last two times I have I mean I've been into I've been able to switch from LinkedIn only. I apply on Naukri also, but I see my response. Um, I mean I see that I get a lot of calls from LinkedIn, and last two times I've been able to get remote jobs also. But yes, it was a struggle. I'm not saying it was a straightforward thing. Okay, I started applying, and it took me like 2 weeks to get my first call. But as soon as I got my first call, then I got a lot of calls in the uh, uh, next few weeks. Okay, so so it is a like a dynamic process where you need to just see the things that are working for you. So you need to like keep changing your strategy to apply the jobs. So like keep changing your LinkedIn profile. Okay, keep changing your resume. Uh, then keep adding new things. Okay, so like that you have to try like a different things, and something is going to work for you for sure if you have like put in enough effort into it. That's what I believe in. Okay, I'll take the next question from Winsmoke. Bhaiya, I have worked as a L1 support engineer, but my role is cloud engineer. It's been 2 years now. I want to switch SRE or DevOps. How can I justify this in the interview? So as I mentioned, justification in the interview is going to directly link to your confidence, and confidence you will only get when you do hands-on. Okay, I see a lot of people, they just see some tutorials, they prepare interview question answers, but they haven't done any hands-on experience. Okay, so in that case, you're not you're not going to get like a lot of confidence. Okay, when you explain those things in the interview just by reading. So do hands-on practice, because even when you like join the company, you have to do it from your own hands. So your hands should have the practice of doing that. Okay, So I highly recommend that you do hands-on project. It will take some time. It will take additional time because you have to build the project from scratch. It will fail also. You will like go through a lot of errors also. You're going to troubleshoot also. But that's the process. Okay. All those errors that you are facing in your laptop, those are going to give you a lot of learning, and that helps a lot immensely. Okay. So I mean, I was in that same stage once. Okay, I hadn't worked in this field, and I showed that I was into this field for 3 years. I remember that interview that I was able to crack. I was like kind of nervous, but since I had done a lot of hands-on project, I repeat the things. Okay, so like don't just do it once. Just see whether you are able to explain it to someone or not. So for example, I'm doing some hands-on project, okay, like an end-to-end project where I'm deploying the application, I'm getting the EKS cluster or any cluster, any cloud cluster like Azure or cloud or Google Cloud or any cluster in any cloud platform, and I'm deploying the application. I'm deploying. I'm getting the monitoring stack for the application. After that, I will make my notes, all the notes, whatever things I've done. I'll just try to like note it down, whatever things I've done, whatever issues I faced, and then I will talk to myself. If someone asks me about the project, will I be able to explain it or not? So talk to yourself about it, whether you are able to explain that to yourself or not. Okay, like maybe have like a friend of yours, who is sitting sitting in front of you, so he can ask you some questions about the project. So like that you have to practice. So you have to like practice for the interview, before the interview. So but that practice should mm, uh, like uh, match the exact interview that you can face. That's how you practice. Okay, so like don't just like read things, just like think about it for a minute whether you are able to explain it or not. Like that you have to prepare, and as I mentioned, you have to do hands-on experience, you have to do hands-on demos, you have to have those practice with your hands uh, to no like uh, get that confidence in interview especially. So I'll take the next question. Hello guys, just joined. Now I joined. Thank you for joining. I'm having 12 years of experience, but only doing monitoring and L1 support roles. I have not learned much thing. Actually, salary is good. That's why comfort zone. So if your salary is good, I think that's what we all are working for. Okay. I mean for a good salary. But yes, if you're looking for some like future proof technologies, then yes, I think you should like move on to something which will be there for the next at least like 10-15 years. So if you're in IT, you're saying you're an L1 support role. So as I mentioned, you need to upgrade yourself from time to time. Okay, the technology is changing at a very fast pace, especially if AI is coming. So you should learn some AI also if possible. At least you should have some basic idea. If someone asks you like what is AI or what is an LLM model or how do you use it, or like have you ever used AI in your work? So at least you should have something to talk about. So I would always say that you should always like upgrade yourself. Okay, so that's the only way to survive in this field for a long term. Okay, I also do it. Okay, I also try to learn something here and there because there are so many things to learn. Okay, and I mean I don't know everything about everything. So so like there will be something that I can learn each day or maybe each week. So always like try to like upgrade yourself, upgrade your skill set. It can be anything. If you want to switch to DevOps, then just start learning from any platform about cloud, about DevOps, about SRE, whatever your interest is. Patience is not there to study theory. See, so that thing you have to change in you. Without theory, you won't be able to do hands-on. So, I mean, first thing is you should like build your knowledge around the fundamentals of any technology. Only then you can do hands-on, right? So this is the process that you have to stick to. You like study in theory, and then you apply it in practice. That's how you become master of that technology or of that tool, whatever it is. Then Siddhar is there. Hi Siddhar, Siddhar Berlin. I think you're in Berlin. Thank you for joining in. I also question from Dinesh. I also want to know how AI is impacting DevOps roles. I believe Python has become mandatory for DevOps professional now. How is AI affecting the DevOps field? And it is a good idea to include AI. Yes, AI is impacting, but AI is not like replacing us. Maybe you can say the number of opportunities are getting less, but even then, I would say in our world, like DevOps and SRE, this is helping us. For example, I'll talk about my company. So in my company, I have full access to ChatGPT, then Copilot, then Codex autonomous agent from OpenAI. I have full access to that, and my company wants us to use that as much as possible. Currently, I'm working on an AI-based observability project also. So I mean, uh, my company is saying that you should use AI in your day-to-day work. See how it can optimize your work, how you can do things quicker, faster. Okay, so last Friday only I had this weekly meeting with my senior director. So he was like informing me about a project that has been developed by the platform team. The platform team is in the US, and we support the developer teams from India. So this platform team has developed an AI project which can help us troubleshoot some known issues in our CI/CD pipelines. So this week I'll like take a look at it because I need to update him. I need to update my senior director in the next meeting that like whether that tool is working or like not working. I mean, good or not good. So I think AI is going to help us. Okay, so I think we should adopt AI in our day-to-day work. That's what I would say. Then the next question is about Python. See, I would say like yes, I mean Python is important, but I won't say that it's mandatory. Okay, because I mean if I talk about like myself, I mean I'm using Python, but I'm not an expert at it. But even then, I'm able to survive with like a basic knowledge of Python only. I have done some like Python projects also in my current company. Okay, so I think it is important. I mean, if you're able to learn, it's really good, but it's not mandatory. I wouldn't say it's mandatory because our main like work is it's still around observability and troubleshooting. So there, I think you should have. I mean, your skills around like troubleshooting and observability and monitoring, alerting, like getting dashboard is your like primary thing. So all those things they come after this. And in the SRA interview, especially, you will be asked about these things more than Python. But yes, if you're able to learn it, it's going to help you in your job for sure. But it's not mandatory. Some companies are still like okay with bash scripting. Okay, so I think it depends from one company to the other largely. What are the main skills required in SRE? So as I mentioned, in SRE, if you see like majority of the roles, they will like ask you about some troubleshooting scenarios. For example, they will ask you uh, uh, like tell me about some high priority incidents that you've handled in your company or in your project. Like what was the issue, what was the impact, and how did you handle it? Okay, like how did you handle this like pressure situation? Apart from that, they will also ask you about observability for sure. Like uh, what is your like monitoring stack that you use? How have you set it up? And what is your role around it? How do you like use that to support the developer team? So these are the questions that you will find a lot. So I think in SRE, I would say you should have like really good understanding of the tools that you use to monitor the applications. Okay, then like dashboarding, alerting, and troubleshooting, and then all other things like the fundamentals of cloud, Linux, and containers, and then Kubernetes, container orchestration, and Terraform for sure, and CI/CD principles. So all these things are there, but these are the things that are that are like the prime for any SRE role for sure. Then you have SRE. You should also know about SLI, SLA, SLO. So I think those things are becoming really like popular these days, and you will see in JDs it's often mentioned like you should have some experience in SLI, SLA, SLOs that you've implemented in your current project or company. So main skills just spoke about. Hi, Polly. Polly saying hi. Then Nikhil Rocky 5518. I'm cloud engineer, but I want to transfer into SRE as learning will be end to end. Should I take your top mate course or YouTube subscription. Currently, I have 19 LP. I need to get greater than 26 LP. Please help me, sir. So yeah, I think it's up to you. So the course that the course that is there on TopMate, so that's like a one-time buy. Okay, but it's going to cost you like slightly higher because it's a one-time buy. In YouTube, you get the subscription based, which is like will be charged on monthly basis. So it's up to you. Like if you prefer that monthly one, you can go for the YouTube membership. After you join the YouTube membership, I also add you to this WhatsApp group for members. I'm also there. If you have any doubts, any questions, any queries, we like discuss. So it's up to you which one you want to go for. Of course, you can go to 26 LP. You can get to uh, like much higher than that, I would say. So 26 LPA is like nothing for an SRE. If you want, you can achieve a lot. So you can get to like a very high package if you have really good understanding of the things. I see people in SRE reach up to I saw someone, I think 1 CR, close to 1 CR also you can get from India. But yes, like those jobs are very less, but even then, like if you, if you have like those type of skills, you can reach up to that. But yes, the amount of work and pressure will be there. So I don't think you will have any work life balance there. But if you want to earn, if you want to go like that far, you have the option. I'm network engineer for 9 years. Can I move to DevOps software developer role? Absolutely, you can. You can. I also shifted after many years. So, in total, I have 15 years of experience. I moved in after 7 years. For the first 7 years, I was into ITL role, which uh, like a non-technical role in IT. But I did not know anything about technology. I did not know about Linux. I did not know about like database storage, networking. No. Okay. So I started from very scratch, and it took me a lot of time, a lot of failures also initially. I wasn't able to make it. I was failing a lot of interviews. Okay, but like one day was lucky for me and I was able to get in. So of course you can get in after 9 years. This is a hot field. A lot of jobs are there. The companies are still looking for skilled SREs, which are hard to find in today's market. So yes, you can move into DevOps SRE right now. Can I switch into SRE after taking your top mate course, sir? Absolutely, you can. You can. But yes, like you can take any course, okay? Like not just my course, there are other course also. But after taking the course, you should have the right strategy. Okay, so you have to put in those hours on day-to-day basis. You have to be consistent across your journey. Only then you're going to make it. Okay, so it will take some time. It may take some failures also. It's not that after the course you're uh, like you're going to crack the very first interview. But if you just like keep on appearing in the interviews, so one day like you'll be very lucky. Okay, so like you'll get it one day. But yes, you have to put in equal amount of effort. So as I mentioned, do a lot of hands-on and like talk to yourself about the things that you're learning, whether you're able to explain to yourself or not at least. So yes, like my course is going to help you because this course is the exact thing that I learned. Okay, so all the things that I am uh, uh, that I will like able to learn, all those things I've included in my course. How to use AI effectively as an SRE engineer. The first thing I would say is you should know how to be a good prompt engineer. Okay, so you can start with the free version of ChatGPT, which you can use to see whether you're able to get to this right prompts or not. So there are like ample, I think, crash course also. Okay, to get the right prompts also. So so for example, you want some script. Okay, like a particular for a particular task. So like you can just see like whether you will whether you are able to get that SRE, sorry, that script from ChatGPT or not. So just see like whether you're able to interact with the AI tools in the effective way or not. If not, then you have to learn prompt engineering. So I did not do any course. I just learned from experience because I like kept on interacting with the tool again and again and again until I get the right result. So like that's how you improve. So you can start from there. and then you can start to build some like really good projects around observability also. You can again like ask, I mean, chat gpt or any AI tool also to give you the right like set of instructions to set up an AI based observability project, so you're going to get it. Okay, I'm also like working on it, so I'm also going to share one video soon. I'm still working on it. It is still not 100% complete, but when it completes, I'm going to share it across with all of you. But so like that's how you can start. Just a moment, guys, just give me 1 minute. Okay, I see a lot of questions. I'll try to answer all the questions, guys. I'm just going through one by one. Uh, thank you. You're welcome. Main skills required. Okay, one question I missed of NM Club 2507. Sir, should I do BCA or BTech in 2026? I would still say you should do BTech. Okay, so I see a lot of job descriptions where they are specifically looking for BTech, or they're looking for someone who has BCA plus MCA. So I would still say like BTech has some edge over a normal a BCA course. So I think you should still go for BTech, or you should do BCA plus MCA, which will be I think 5 years, and BTech is of only for like 4 years. So I think you are still going to save 1 year there. So yeah, my answer will be BTech. How to use AI effectively? I just told you. How much time it would take ideal to start things from scratch? SRE or DevOps skill, I mean. So I would say I see like a lot of people say that you can crack no like 0 to hero in 30 days, 40 days. 30 days is like too much. I don't think you can actually like practically become a good SRE or a DevOps engineer in 30 days, because there's so many things to learn. It takes time for your brain to absorb all those information. You have to repeat the things. I don't know how like anyone can become SRE or DevOps in 30 days. Okay, I mean I wasn't able to. I took 4 months, but I would say the like average time I think should be around 3 months. So 3 months, I think you should at least have like dedicated, and at least you should have like spend like I think 3 hours. Okay, like 2 to 3 hours if you're able to spend for the next 3 months, I think you can crack and you can become a like a very good SRE or DevOps engineer. So 30 days is just too much. I don't know how it's going to happen. Okay, it didn't happen for me. I'm not sure how it's going to happen. But anyways, so that's my like thought process. Next is so 3 months. Then regarding observability, how would one get good in monitoring and observability? I feel more work needs to be done on that from my side. What you can do is you should, as I mentioned, you can start from very small. So there are this stack is available, which is like free to use, which is Prometheus stack. So I think that's where I would like recommend you to like start installing. So for example, you should have the setup done on your laptop first. You should have Visual Studio Code. You should have all the tools that you need, AWS CLI or any other CLI tool that you're using. You should have Helm charts. Then there's some kubectl, Docker. All those things you should have installed, and then you can start with the local this Prometheus stack. Let me share my screen once. So let's use this profile. So for example, you can go for this Prometheus stack, this one. So this is like a good starting point. There's a GitHub repo. This is where you can start. Okay, you can learn about it. Okay, everything is mentioned. If you see, this is free to use. So this is where you can start and you can learn about these things. You can open it, can read more about. There are multiple free sources available. So this is from where you should start. Okay, like this is the stack that you can install, that you can install and configure to monitor any application. Then install one demo application there, and then try to create the dashboards, okay, of it, and then like try to simulate some failures in your application. Once again, you can use any chat GPT tool or AI tool to do that for you. So you can like simulate some failures and then try to troubleshoot those on your own. So at the time, you should think like an SRE that, I mean, how would I troubleshoot this issue if this was in production? How would I do it? Okay, so you should, I think that is how you can, like start building those skills. So as I mentioned, you have to do hands-on only. So like don't just read about all the things. So try to do it with your own hands. Just see whether you're able to do it or not. So that's how I would say that install this tool first, then install one demo application. Can be any application, can be Python, can be like uh, uh, Java, like Java Spring Boot or React JS, okay, Node application, any application it can be. Then try to simulate some failures and then see whether you're able to see those failures in the dashboard that you have configured, and just see like whether you're able to configure alerts also. So all those things are given here. Okay, you can go through it. All those things are given here. You can learn about it from here. And so that's how you can build on your knowledge. Okay, on your monitoring and troubleshooting knowledge, especially. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Next question. If you have any other questions, please you can paste again. I'm trying to read all the questions and trying to answer as much as I can. Do you know Harkirat Singh? I'm following him since he's providing DevOps course. Should I do it? Yeah, I know Harkirat. Yeah, he's very good. He's very popular. Yeah, I think you can like go for his course. I haven't like reviewed his course, but if it's good, if you feel like it's a good one, I think you should go for it. So as I mentioned, okay, I still say it doesn't matter like uh, which course you go for. Okay, it is up to you to like that course. It is all about applying, like whether you're able to apply all that. Uh, no, like while doing all the hands-on practices. I think it depends on that more as compared to any course. So you can take any course, any like decent course, and then just like, try to do all those things from your own hands. As I mentioned, only then you're going to get that confidence in the interviews, and especially when you join the company, the companies will be like expecting a lot of things for you because you're saying that you have been working on this. So at that time, your hands-on experience is going to come handy to you. Okay, one more thing I want to mention is if you are able to find some freelance work, like so for example, you're working in a full-time job and you're looking for some experience. So if you can get some hands-on experience as a freelancer, so that's also good. So I have like been lucky in that regard also, because when I was applying the job for the first time, I didn't get the jobs initially. I got some freelancing to do. So I was able to get some experience there as well. But it's not easy to do for sure. Like it's not easy to get also, especially now because I'm talking about like a very old time, like around 8 years ago. So at that time, I think it was slightly easy. But yes, even then, I think I see a lot of people they go for freelancing work to get the hands-on experience. So if you can get it, that's also going to help you a lot. Uh, do you know Harkirat? Okay, this is done. I have 3 years of experience, but not getting interview call. Got laid off from Oracle. Okay, Yatharth Sharma. Hi Yatharth. Thank you for joining this live stream. So I'm so sorry to hear that you were laid off. Um, so you've not like given any question, but I believe you want to know the way forward. So as I mentioned, just see like the things that you can learn. It depends on your interest. I'm not sure in which field you were in. You were from Oracle, so I think you were working on some cloud technology, maybe, or Oracle Cloud, or it can be anything. But um, I would say that just see within your interest any new thing, any new like technology that you can learn. It can be DevOps, SRE, or any other technology. Okay, it depends on your interest. So I always say that you have to upgrade yourself from time to time. You cannot just stay static. This is not a like a government job. So it is a like a dynamic role, and it like demands you to learn a lot from time to time. So just see for your interest and try to learn something new, and then just move on. Okay, it can happen with anyone. I hope I was able to answer your question. If you have any other question, you can paste it in the chat. Okay. Then Agarwal, Sanyam Agarwal, while applying for the jobs, should I write the job title as SRE or technical support engineer? Of course, you have to write SRE only. Only then you're going to get interview calls. Okay, so uh, like it doesn't matter like what you are working on. The companies like when they do your background verification, they just verify whether you were like I mean you were in that company from this time to this time, which was mentioned in your leaving letter. So they're just going to confirm whether you were there in that company. They are not going to ask you about your profile because you were able to crack the interview. For example, I'll give you one real time example. I was in HCL and I was in I mean the designation that I had was senior specialist. So it can be anything, right? It was just like senior specialist, but it can be in any role. It can be a DevOps engineer, it can be a technical support engineer, it can be an SRE. So in that way, I was able to justify. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it is something else also. If you are able to like crack the interview, but in your leaving letter, the tenure of the company that you mentioned, and if the company is able to justify that, so yeah, so that's all about it. So then they're not going to verify your profile. They just going to verify whether this employee was there in the company from this time to that time. Okay, next question. SRE and DevOps, what exactly the difference? What skills are valued in each? Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, SRE and DevOps, they are like I mean these two roles are like very close to each other. Okay, so why I'm saying this, because the people who are in DevOps, they can switch to SRE. The people who are in SRE, they can switch to DevOps very easily. Okay, so the difference that I see is like when you are a DevOps engineer, you are working in the you know. So for example, like you're working on an application. That application is still in the initial phase, the development phase, the dev phase, the QA phase. So at that time, I see these like DevOps engineers, they interact with the developers at that stage more. And when you are an SRE, okay, you still have the like the job of helping the developers when the application is in initial phase. But after the application is released in production to the customers, then you have uh, like more you can say like responsibilities and accountability also. So SRE has more when the application is live as compared to DevOps engineer. Okay, like as per me, whatever I have seen. So this is the only difference. But all in all, I would say these two roles are really close to each other. Anyone can switch. So a DevOps engineer can become SRE, or an SRE can become a DevOps engineer also. So you're asking what skills are valued in each. I think for SRE and DevOps, I would still say the roadmap is kind of similar. Okay, so you have to learn all the technologies in the sequence that I have given in my this DevOps and SRE roadmap videos. So the path is like kind of same. The thing that differentiates a DevOps and SRE is like how well you are able to troubleshoot the issues when the application is failing in any way. So you should be able to support the teams at the time. So the troubleshooting and like monitoring is the main thing that is going to differentiate you from a DevOps engineer. Okay, I got a referral for application support engineer. Is this a right path to take? The requirement is if they need SRE skills. Mm, I've got a referral for application support engineer. Is this a right path to take the requirement? Sorry, I didn't understand the question. You have a referral for application support engineer. You need SRE skills. I'm sorry, uh, Win Smoke, Bandit, I'm not able to understand the question. Uh, can you put something more to it to make me understand? Okay, next question. I'll move on to next question. So if we move to DevOps from another IT domain, do companies consider other IT domain experience or they consider them as fresher? No. So as I mentioned, you have to like mention your experience as a DevOps engineer. You have to say that you are a DevOps engineer. Only then you like you're going to get the calls and the right package also. Okay. So it's up to you to like show it to them whether you want to like go as a fresher or you want to like go as an experienced person. So in my case, I did that. I wasn't into DevOps, but I still showed 3 years of experience without actually like touching anything in production ever. So at the time, like initial few months were struggling, were not easy for me, but like I was able to cope up somehow, and I was able to get comfortable there after a few months. Okay, creative videos. Actually, I started learning from the training by Shubham and Abhishek Viramalla earlier. But the problem is that when I start learning a new topic, I tend to forget the previous one. For example, okay, so the message is not complete, I think. Okay, anyways, I understood you. Understood your question. So once again, I think this happens with everyone. Okay, even if you ask me right now, I don't remember everything because the things that I'm working on day-to-day basis, only those things I'm able to remember. So you should just remember the things for interviews. And in the interviews, they will ask you everything. But when you join the company, you are like only going to get like 5 6 things to work on. So like that's what I've seen in all the companies that I've worked for so far. That they will ask you everything in the interview, but when you join, you don't get much. You don't get much access. You don't get like a lot of tasks. So you have some like routine thing in general. So I think it happens with everyone, but you need to just like revise the things from time to time if you want to remember all of that. So you have to remember like I try to remember like sorry I try to revise those things from time to time if you want to remember everything. I just okay, then I'll move on to the next question. Rohit Avate. um, I just graduated, can I get job as a cloud engineer? Yes, you can get the job as cloud engineer, you can. So for fresher, I would say if you can get some certification, for example, AWS solutions architect certification, if you can get, so I think you will have some edge. Okay, I mean, I don't support a lot of certifications, but I say if you're a fresher and if you're struggling to get any job, in that case, I think like a cloud engineer certification is going to help you. Okay, so in AWS you can go for a solutions architect, and similarly you have in Azure and Google Cloud also. So yes, I think you can get a job for sure. Next question, creative videos. For example, when I move from Linux to Docker, I start forgetting Linux. When I move to AWS, I begin forgetting both Linux and Docker. Wanted to know how to learn. Okay, so there's one simple principle. Creative videos. I don't get your name, but what I do. So, for example, I see I try to like think about a few things that I knew from the past. So I just see whether I'm able to remember it or not. In case I'm not, so what I'll do, I'll just like I'll to revise it. So that's all I do. I just try to like revise the things from time to time. I do hands-on as well. I spend time. I spend time on weekend whenever I get like extra time just to see whether I'm able to like recall the things from the past if I need to. So that's the only way. You have to revise the things from time to time. And as I mentioned, like when you do hands-on, you remember more. So like don't just like read about the things. Don't just like watch the tutorials. Do hands-on. It will take some time, but uh, like you'll be able to remember for a long time as compared to when you watch any videos or any article you read. So I think you'll be able to forget very easily when you just like do that. But when you do hands-on practice, then you're going to remember it for a long time. And that's what my experience is. Can you please add SRE and DevOps projects which we can practice on from scratch? Sure, I'll do that. I think I've added, but I'll see to it if I can refine that playlist. Sure, I'll do it. Thank you so much for clearing my doubts. No problem. The pleasure is mine. Next, DevOps is before the application comes to live. SRE is when the application is live. Yes, in general, yes. Just a minute. Yes, in general, I would say that the DevOps engineer has more responsibility, more accountability at the time of development of the application. More, though I'm seeing DevOps engineer also they have on-call support. They also do all the like troubleshooting and stuff. But for SRE, uh, um, and those things become their no, like primary thing. So in terms of SRE role, you'll be asked more about your troubleshooting and monitoring skills as compared to DevOps. In DevOps engineer, you will find a lot of questions around containers, then Terraform, more, and Kubernetes. And in terms of SI, when you go for SR interview, you will find a lot of scenario-based questions around troubleshooting, monitoring, then dashboarding, alerting. So these things are asked more. DevOps is before this. What are your views on CKA, Kubernetes certificate, Certified Kubernetes Administrator certification? Okay, CKA certification. Uh, I would still say that the certification is for someone who's a fresher. I think at that time it's going to help you immensely, but I don't think it's going to help you like get any jobs, like get more interview calls. Also, I don't see it as like something like which can help you. Like especially it's very costly. I think it's going to come around, I think 40,000 Indian rupees. I think so. So I don't think like it's a very good investment, to be honest with you, because I have interviewed a few people who were CKA, but like they weren't able to answer like fundamental questions. So I don't think it's like that important. Okay, so as I mentioned, if you're a fresher, you're just like trying to break into this field, then I think it's going to help you. But if you have some experience and like you can showcase that in the interview, so in that case, like you don't need to spend uh, uh, that much. Okay, so I answered the question, Suraj Pai. Should I get it? So for you, Suraj, I don't think you should. I think go for CK. Okay, so don't spend until your like company is paying for you. Okay, so if your company is paying for it, then I think you should go for it. But don't spend from your pocket. I won't like recommend that. Okay, rubbing only. Hi, I have an interview with Apple for DevOps engineer, 3 to 5 years of experience, just 3 days left. The recruiter also said they need Python and more than automation. What all I should prepare? Yeah, see, you are appearing for a company called Apple. Okay, so of course they will ask you a lot of things. So like if they're saying Python, then you should know Python. I don't think you can get through without knowing Python. So as I mentioned, see, like some roles in DevOps, you will find they will say that you need Python, but I think only that the developers, I mean, who have some like DevOps experience, only I think those people can apply to these roles. So I don't apply to these roles where they ask Python as like the main programming language, because I'm not from coding background, and I cannot write code from scratch right now in my stage at this stage of my career, and I don't need to. So there are ample opportunities without Python. So I apply to those roles. But if it's a requirement, then I'm afraid I think you have to learn Python. So there are only like I think like 3 days left. So just see like I mean if you can get some like important uh, interview question and answer around Python and automation, of course. So Python can be used. I mean it is used a lot in automation also. Okay, I would say that I mean I also use it, but I am not an expert in Python, but I'm still able to like get the code from uh, uh, AI tools and just understand the code and I'm able to deploy it. But I'm not an expert in Python. So if you have like 3 days, just see for the interview question and answers and some scenarios where you can use Python for automation. So I think you can go for that. Apart from that, all the DevOps the tools and technologies are there. So you have to like revise that also. See, I'm talking about this all because you should be really sure where you want to land. Okay, if you are like not from this Python programming like background, even if you're like able to crack the interview, I'm not sure whether like you'll be able to like survive there. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying because if like if they're saying like you should know Python, I think you should know Python. Okay, so I think you should like have some like coding background. Only in that case, I think this job is suitable for you. Else not, I would say. Hi, JD there. Just a moment, guys. Just give me 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Hi. In GD, there will be many tools and skills mentioned. It is necessary to know all those. For example, many DevOps will accept multi-cloud, but I learned only AWS. It again depends on the role. I am also from AWS. I have some experience in Azure also, but not extensive experience. So I always like try to target AWS jobs only, where they have all their infrastructure in AWS and some in Azure. It's okay. So I mean, I don't like apply to those jobs where they say multi-cloud. Some companies will say that like if you know like one cloud deep, then I think it's like okay for them to like make you learn other clouds. So I think you can apply to those jobs. But if they say that you should be expert in all the other clouds, then I think this job is like not suitable for you. So about the tools you're asking, so I would say for each thing that you do, for example, for container orchestration, we know that it is Kubernetes, which is the tool used across the globe. So I think we can just learn Kubernetes. For monitoring, again, there are ample tools. There are multiple tools, but I think you should be like master of at least like one tool for everything. For example, for logs, I use Loki. For metrics, I use Prometheus Mimir. For traces, I use Grafana Tempo, and for visualization, I use Grafana. So like these are the other tools that I use, and these are tools I'm able to show, and I'm able to get ample calls. Okay, so yeah, and in my current company, I've got some exposure into Sumo Logic and Datadog also, so I can include that. But as I mentioned, only I think this one tool for each technology, like you should have uh, a knowledge of, and that is like more than sufficient. Okay, so yeah, that's how I'm going to put it, because the the tools are going to change. For example, in this company, I'm using Argo CD. Okay, in my last company, I did not use it. In my current company, I'm using GitLab CI. In my last company, I was using a code pipeline. Okay, so I think the tools are going to change, but the fundamentals are going to remain the same. Okay, so you know about the concept of GitOps. So if you know the tool, this concept, I think you'll be able to use any tool. So it doesn't matter which tool you're using. The tools are going to change from time to time. After 4 or 5 years, there may be some other tools in the market, but all those tools will be using the same principles, the same fundamentals. So I think um, uh, like that is what's like important. So tools are not important, but your skills, your fundamentals, your basics are. And can it also be the reason for not getting interview calls? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So it depends on how you like showcase yourself. Okay, so I showcase myself as someone who has like deep expertise up to like solutions architect like expertise in AWS. So like if you just like target those roles, you're going to get the calls. I still this last week only I was I mean, getting the call from this BCG company. I'm not even applying, even then I'm getting the call. I'm not sure from where they have like picked up my profile and they're like shortlisting me. Okay, so this one more thing I would like to highlight here, that like whatever things you're learning, so try to learn in public, which means that you should like showcase to the world. So for example, you're learning something about monitoring some tool. So just try to create one simple article using ChatGPT, and then just try to create a post on LinkedIn. So I think that will that will help you like highlight your profile above as compared to other people who are no like not doing that. So try to do it for 2 weeks, and I think like you're going to see some difference. So all I'm saying is like whatever you're learning, so like try to showcase it to others also. So try to like show it to the public, to the world, that this is what you're learning on, this is what you're working on, this is what you're learning, and like this is your project, this is your like GitHub repo. In this way, you can, I think you're going to get uh, more calls from recruiters. So this is my like understanding. So try to do it for 2 weeks and just let me know how it goes. So, Naveen Raja, I just like gave you the answer of the question. If you have any other question, please post it in the channel. Sir, in 2026, is SRE a good choice to move from DevOps or MLOps? See, MLOps is also a good option, but it needs some other set of tools and technologies. So for me, I'm from DevOps background, so I am like more comfortable around DevOps and SRE. So I'll stay here. I mean, as long as I have jobs in SRE. If the jobs are not there, then I'm going to move on to MLOps. But like switching to MLOps is a like a different thing altogether. So for me, uh, like moving to SRE like was an easier option as compared to MLOps, and that's why I moved to SRE. So it depends on your interest, whether you're interested in MLOps. I think it would need you to learn some additional tools and technologies which are not part of SRE or DevOps as of now. I okay. Then Aditya Patil, I have 1 year of software development experience and 4 years in DevOps. I'm getting quite a few HR calls, but most of them don't move forward to technical rounds. Could you share your thoughts on this? I think you should ask them like why they're not shortlisting your profile. There may be some reason that you're seeing in your resume. So you need to like confirm that part first. So if you have like 4 years of experience and 1 year of like software development experience, I think like you're in the right place. Like as far as like market is concerned, because like you have some development background also, and I mean you have experience into DevOps also. So I think like that's a very deadly combo. Okay, I would say I think you have like higher chances of getting a lot of calls as compared to other people. So I would say just like I mean ask the HR, the recruiter, that like why my I mean the profile is not shortlisted. Because you're saying that you're getting a lot of calls, but the HR is not moving to technical rounds. I think you should ask them. As per me, I think you're in the right position to get a lot of calls. In creative videos, I use Splunk and Dynatrace in my company, but I don't create dashboards. Should I learn Prometheus and Grafana also? Yes, you can. You should for sure. So in the interview, you can say that I have experience on Splunk and Dynatrace, but I have created the dashboards and alerts in Prometheus and Grafana. So that's how you can put it. So I mean, why I'm saying Prometheus and I mean like these two tools, because you will see a lot of companies using these tools as compared to other tools. Other tools are also there, but I see like most jobs are around Prometheus and Grafana right now in observability. So I mean, I would say I think you should use or you should learn these two tools, okay, Prometheus and Grafana more to get more calls for sure. Any other question? Okay, rubbing only. Honestly, adding keywords and metrics is really important. I have 2 years, 10 months experience. Apple still call me for 3 to 5 years requirement just because of resume, and I'm scared now. Ha ha ha. uh, okay, yeah. So there are some tips, guys. So you need to add these keywords as Ravi is saying that he's able to get a lot of calls by just adding this keywords and metrics. Okay, I'm not sure whether I got that correctly. So you're saying that you're adding some keywords for like due to which you're getting a lot of calls. So don't be afraid. I would still say like appear for the interview, just see like what all is there. But yes, as I mentioned, if they are like looking for some development experience, and if you're not from that background, then I think like you're going to get. I mean, this job is not going to be easy for you because I have been into that role in the past. Okay, so I remember it's been no, like a very long time. I got an opportunity as a developer. At the time, I was into SAP project, SAP ABAP. If you heard about it, application, I think advanced business application programming. So there I got a role and where I had to write the code from scratch. And at that time, we did not have any AI tools also. So I was struggling big time. So I told my supervisor, the lead, that I cannot do this. So I like shifted to some other project from that, just because of that. So this is like from my experience. If you don't enjoy like writing code, then it's I mean this job is like not for you, unfortunately. So you have to decide like carefully. I use your metric only. Just change it as per my experience. But your guidance is helping. Uh, Thanks a lot. Thank you. I'm trying to help as many as possible. Some people have got the jobs also. They've confirmed. So this is like satisfying for me. But I'm still working on a lot of things, a lot of content I'm trying to add. So thank you very much, Ravi. Um, okay, any other question, guys? Not many people have joined. I thought people would be more, but anyways, I wanted to do this live stream. Someone suggested me that I should do a like a live stream for Q&A. Okay, Adarsh is asking, sir, if I proceed with your playlist, will that be enough to crack SRE role? I would say yes. Yes, it would be enough. Though I'm going to add a lot of content in the future, but yes, it's going to help you a lot. See, apart from that playlist, you should also practice some interview question and answers, because interview question and answers, like there are ample interview question and answers. So, but I've also included a few. But like after like finishing off this playlist, then you can just like search on Google about interview question and answer being asked. So that's how you do it. So yeah, I think like it's going to be enough for you for sure, because all those things I also practice the same way, and I was able to crack the interview. So I'm like just talking about the things that I have done myself. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm quite confident about that playlist, that it's going to help you like crack any SRE interview for sure. Hima is saying, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you for joining in. Live streams are good. I believe more people will join in future. Thank you so much. I'll try to do it more. Any certification to recommend open telemetry dynatrace? No, not at all. So once again, I'll repeat: if the company is like paying for that, just go for it. Else not. Okay, I don't have any certification, guys, and nobody is going to ask me about my certification in the interview. They will ask me about scenario based questions. They will ask me about real world scenarios. So I don't think the certifications are going to help you in any way, especially in interviews. They want to see like what all you know and how you can handle the difficult situations. So that's what it is all about, whether you're able to answer those questions in the interview. It doesn't help you. I mean, these certifications like don't help you. But once again, if you're a fresher, if you're trying to get in at that time, it can I think surely help you. Okay. Felix is asking. Thank you, Felix, for joining in. For junior or entry level, what project or knowledge would expect for interview? For technical interviews, sometimes ask commands or scenarios that you have not worked. Yes, that's like very much the case. So see, our field is very vast. Okay, like DevOps cloud, it's very vast. So like don't expect that you will be able to crack every interview. But the more you try, the better your chances become. So you have to wait for your time. You have to keep applying. And if you are asking about projects, so I have ample projects I've given on my playlist. Uh, some are paid, some are free. So you can explore all that. So all those projects are sufficient to crack an interview, or like to highlight in the resume. So if I mean if I appear for the interview like in today's world, so all those projects, the same projects I'm also going to mention, because those are the real projects I'm working in my company. So those projects are more than sufficient to highlight in the interview. So if you're asking about like someone will ask you the commands, So commands. So all the common commands I think you should remember, and how you would remember when you do it on day-to-day basis. Only then you can remember. So once again, it like comes down to how much hands-on practice you have done. Because when you do hands-on practice, you're going to like type those commands again and again and again. So you're going to get that like wired into your brain. So that's how it works. So you have to practice. You have to do hands-on practice, a lot of hands-on uh, these demos to remember all those commands, especially the common ones that you see are asked in the interviews. So you have to have that experience. You have to have that hands-on experience to remember all those commands. Winsmoke, I've cleared solution architect certification because my company forced us to take it. Okay, so that's good. Uh, yeah, I mean, if there's a like if it's a mandate, as I mentioned, like from your company, then of course you have to go for it. You have no other option. Creative videos. Does taking any course like from Scalar or any other sources to add value crack any interview? Because I start, but I left in middle. So guys, I will give you a very wise advice. Don't spend lakhs on these things. I see people. I see a lot of courses. They are like I think assigning courses in lakhs. You don't have to spend that much in today's world. Okay, like so much. Now this content is available free of cost on YouTube, on so many platforms, so you don't have to spend that much. Okay, so like be really wise where you're spending your money on. So I think at max, I would say you don't have to spend. I think more than 15,000 rupees at max if you're in India. And if you're paying in Indian rupees, I think you have to pay only 50,000. But yes, I mean this is just for like people who are looking for online, no, like the recorded course. I'm talking about recorded course, but when you like go for like live training, so in that case it's going to be costly because the person is like will be there to answer all your questions live. So but in case you are like comfortable with any recorded course, so in that case you won't have to go over 15,000 INR as per me for recorded courses. And if you're going for like live courses, then I think this cost like changes a lot. So I think I mean if you have some like live course where you have the live instructor helping you on video calls, I think in that case I think these courses are good. But if you have a recorded course, in that case I don't think you should go for like more. You should spend more on recorded course. So one more thing I would mention here is creative videos is asking. I would say you should always target the courses which can give you some hands-on experience on real-world things. Okay, I see a lot of courses who are just like teaching the like the basic things which are available on internet everywhere. So just see whether you have some projects included, some real projects from real people who have done it in their real companies. Okay, so only like those things are going to give you the real-world experience. So I think you should go for like those courses which have these things. Else, all the things are available free of cost on various platforms. Okay, Mohan is asking Mohan N. Thank you for joining in. My current role is senior systems engineer, but in my resume I mentioned cloud operations engineer. Will this create any issues during background verification or the HR discussion? No, okay, not at all. So okay, so uh, you're fine there. So as I mentioned, the companies are only going to verify whether you are there in that company from this time to that time, whatever you mentioned in your relieving letter. So only those things are confirmed. So like they will not ask you about whether like you were working as a systems engineer or solutions architect or DevOps or SRE or whatever. It doesn't matter. Creative videos. Thank you so much for your valuable videos. You're so genuine. Thank you. Yeah, I try to like help as I mentioned, like whatever things I've experienced, I'm only like talking about those things, and whatever I don't know, I don't cover. Okay, I'll continue till 9:30. So I'll just wait for more questions, more people. Sir, monitoring engineer break into SRE role. Saran boss. Monitoring engineer break into it. Yes, yes, absolutely. Monitoring engineer. Yeah, I think in SRE role we do that. We like monitor the applications. So I mean, so since uh, um, uh, uh, there's no question, I can talk about my role. Okay, so right now, if you see, I think I've spoken about it in my videos, but like just to give you some perspective. So I'm working as a senior SRE in a product-based company. Um, so I support the developer teams only. So there are close to 5 teams. They own close to 25 services. Our company work for critical event management. So we have like products which help in critical event management. The market is from US and Canada mostly. So that is our customer base. Okay. So these 25 services, they're all deployed as pods in EKS clusters. There are multiple clusters that we support in dev, QA, and prod. So these teams have deployed their applications. We are using a Kubernetes delivery platform, which is built by the platform team, which the developers can use to deploy their applications in. And whenever they face any issues with any of these, then they reach out to SRE teams. So yeah, that's what my work is. So all the applications I see are either Java Spring Boot or Java Spring MVC. So like these two other frameworks our company is using to deploy the applications in. Okay, I have another question. Can you tell how to do DR drills work in real time and what do they test? Yeah, I can talk about it. So in my company, just a moment. This is nice. Yeah. So in DR, what happens? I'll tell you. So we do DR drills every quarter, every 3 months, and we have this one drill in QA and one in prod. So I mean, we have our MRDR infrastructure, our multi-region disaster recovery infrastructure in 2 regions in AWS. It's in US East 2 and US West 2. So all the applications are deployed to both regions in active passive way. Okay, so like one is active at a time. So we have a script that we use. It's a like a DR script to switch regions, and it does like a lot of things. I can talk about a few. For example, in Route 53, we have something called as application recovery controllers. So like there's a feature in Route 53 that you can use to do this type of no like DNS switching. So they have this script that they run every quarter in QA first and then in prod in QA. So it's going to switch the traffic to the to no like to this a new region, and then this thing happens on a Zoom call where we have all the application owners from all the applications. Okay, so we have owners on the team. They need to verify whether their application is healthy or not after the switch of the region. So they have to verify that. Once they confirm, only then we close the call. So it happens every quarter, and like first it happens in QA, and the following week it happens in prod. So that's how we do it. So this is just one thing. We switch a lot of things, but so there's um, uh, like a long list of things that happen. But on a high level, you can say that the regions switch, and then the application teams, they need to verify whether the applications are healthy or not. In case the applications are not healthy, especially in production, then we switch back to that region. Okay, so in case there is any issue, any high priority incident occurs due to this activity, then we have to switch back to the region. Then we have to start troubleshooting that issue. Once this issue is fixed, then we will do this drill again after some weeks. So yeah, that's what happens on a high level in these MRDR drills. System design for SRE. Very good question. I would say when you start as an SRE in a junior role, you don't need that system design thinking, okay, much. But if you want to like land, like a very good role, high paying role, in that case, you need to know system designing for sure. So in I mean high end roles where you're like expecting a lot of things in terms of salary, in those roles, like you will be asked about system design. So I mean you should have some like information around that also. So for junior roles, it's a no. I don't think it's required that much. But for senior roles, yes, it is required. Nikhil Pandey, I hope I was able to answer your question. You're welcome, Mohan. Thanks. You're welcome, Nikhil Pandey. I'm asking resources for SRE system design. Oh, resources. Okay. Uh, for me, I think I learned from here and there, and I got exposure in this company. I was working on a project where we were migrating some records. 15 minutes. So I was working on one project where I got a real world exposure to this. So in terms of resources, I'll research and I'll give you. Okay, though I'm going to add a lot of videos in my on my channel, but it will take some time. So I'll share the resources. AISRE. Yes, AISRE is important as I mentioned. Okay, so AISRE is nothing. Okay, it is just like you're able to use AI. I mean, for your SRE work. Okay. So for example, like you want to showcase that you have some experience into AI as an SRE. So I think you should have some project where you are able to build some observability using AI. Do we okay? Insights on AI study. So as I mentioned, so this is the one. So I think you should like try to build some AI projects which can help you do troubleshooting, monitoring for the applications. So that's what AI SRE is about on a high level. Of course, like there are so many things, but I think that's going to be like a very good starting point. Aditya Patil, don't we have anything like automatic switch over to the region instead of running a script when anything goes wrong in the primary region? No, we have it automated, but like when we are like just doing a test actually, so it's a drill. So at that time we have to do it manually, right? So yeah, in real world it happens automatically. We don't have to switch anything. It happens automatically. But in case I mean you want to like test your this MRDR the setup. So in that case you have to do it manually. So we have a script that can do manually also. In real time it happens automatically when required. If you remember recently, like not recently, I think it's been some time where AWS had an outage in US East 1 region, US East 1 or US East 2. So some resources are there in East 1 also, so like they were like switched back successful to the other region without any issues. So we did not have any downtime for the applications because we had MRDR. Had I mean, like did we not have it? Of course, we would have like faced a lot of issues. So for system design, he's asking. So for system design, I have just like one video as of now, unfortunately. I'm going to upload more in the future. How to get into DevOps? Okay. Binary is saying thank you. You're welcome. Kamlesh is asking how to get into DevOps with 1 year experience as developer. So you have to 1 year. So since you are a developer, I think like you have a very good point that you can say that I'm a developer, but I have experience into DevOps also. So I think you should show your 1 year as a DevOps with development experience, which means that I mean it can be any language. I'm not sure which language you are comfortable with, which programming language you're comfortable with. So you can showcase that I was into DevOps, role, but I'm from the development background also. So in that way, like you can put it. So I think you will have an edge over others who do not have the development experience. What kind of impact AI created in SRE roles? Right now, I don't see much. I think there are, I think like close to, I think 3 to 5% job loss has happened, but I think that's no, like a very less number as compared to other roles. So in terms of impact, I would say SRE should adopt AI to do their job. Okay, so for example, as I mentioned earlier, also in this live stream, that my company is I'm forcing me to learn AI and use it to do all the things, and they have given me full access to Chat GPT, then Copilot. Then we also have access to a Codex. We also have this Windsurf, and there are some other tools as well, like Amazon Kiro. So these tools my company has given me full access to. I can use it to do all the things. So they want me to use AI to do all the job. And right now I'm working on an AI based observability also. So there are some projects like developed by others which I'm trying to use to help my to get help in my day to day tasks. Apart from that, I am also building some AI based observability tool for the teams to use. So I don't think it's going to. The impact has been on the positive side for SREs. So SREs can use AI to optimize their work. So don't think AI is your enemy; it's your friend. I would say. So it is asking, sir, I have mostly front end experience and I am currently applying. So since I'm not full stack or back end, will the calls be affected? No, it no, I don't think it will be like affected at all. So, as I mentioned, you can say that I have experience into front end, but I have experience into DevOps also. So, like, showcase both that I'm a DevOps engineer with front end experience. I don't think it's going to create any impact. Okay. I'll talk about myself only. I was from a non-tech background without any coding experience, without any experience, but I was able to like get into this field. I was able to like switch also, and I'm able to get some get some awards also. So like uh, uh, if I can do it, then I think like anyone can do it. Okay, one more question from Savinaya. Is DevOps SRE 24/7? It depends from company to company. In my role, I don't have any shift. I actually have like flexible like timings where I can start as per my wish. But I do have a stand up call at 10 a.m. Monday to Friday. So I like join that call and then I can just like schedule my work as per my need. So like they know no like um uh, 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 we don't have any you can say active monitoring whether I'm available, I'm not available. It doesn't matter because I have, I'm given some tasks and some deadlines that I have to meet. So like that's how I work. So like it's up to me whether I want to work in the daytime or I want to work in the nighttime. But in general, all the people in my company, we work in like 9 to 5 shift. So I start at like 9 a.m. and I finish at 5 p.m. And I'm into a remote role, so I work from home. I work remotely. But in some roles it can be 24/7 also. Okay, so it depends on company to company, from project to project. I see a lot of like DevOps roles who like where you need to support the US customers in their time zone. So at that time the shift are going to start like late, I think after like 6:30 p.m. in the evening. So at that time it's going to be really late. And yes, like these jobs can be 24/7 also. Once again, it depends from company to company, but in product based companies in India you won't find shifts. So I think you will have like only one shift in product based companies. In service based companies you will find shift. You will find like 24 this 24/7 these work models more as compared to any product based company in India. All right, next question from Saran Boss. Whole world is saying SRE will be the future. Traditional DevOps is no more. What about your opinion, sir? I think yes. I think we are moving on to that transition. That transition has already started, where companies are looking for uh, uh, you know like not just your core these DevOps skills. They need like someone who can like troubleshoot under pressure. What do you call, production issues, high priority issues. So that's why SI roles are high paying, because you need to be someone who can be trusted, who can troubleshoot issues in pressure. So yes, I think SRE is the, I think, way forward. But as I mentioned, both these roles are closely related. A DevOps can become SRE, and SRE can become DevOps very easily. Then okay, Mohammed, I joined. Thank you for joining in. Certifications versus projects for building good SRE resume. I would always say building projects is going to have more value as compared to having certifications. Okay, certifications are helpful for someone who is a starter, who is a fresher, who's trying to get in for the first time. I think at that time it's going to help you. But in interviews, you will be asked about projects. You will be asked about real world thing. You will be asked about some scenarios. So I think those things they happen when you build projects from scratch. So projects are going to have more values as compared to certifications anytime. Then Savina is asking, what are the daily tasks given to DevOps SI role? What about on call? Yeah, we do have on call. In my company, actually, we have two SRE teams. We have SRE team in US, we have SRE team in India. So we don't have on call in the after office hours because of this. US SRE team, but I mean these you can say most companies have on call in SRE where you have to be available. So um, like you will have a roster, okay, like an on-call roster where you can like your on-call schedule will be maintained, and like you'll be given the call. I mean, like you will get the calls in case of any high priority issues when you are on call in the roster. So yes, it has on-call as well, SRE and DevOps both, especially SRE because you have to be available in production in production troubleshooting. Great, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, I'll continue this stream for 9 more minutes, 9:30. Then I'll close, and I'll try to do more as in future. I hope it has been useful. I'm trying my best to answer all the questions. If something I wasn't able to answer, you can again reach out to me on my WhatsApp number. If you don't have the number, can I? Okay, daily tasks. So, so right now I'm working on a FinOps project where I'm working on like optimizing the cost. So on weekly basis, I have to like give updates to the senior director of my company who has a meeting with me every week where I share updates on cost optimization. Apart from that, I'm also working on Grafana, this enterprise migration. So like recently, my company has started to use this Grafana enterprise version. So all our dashboards and alerts have to move there. So we have a Terraform module that we can use to do so. So I'm trying to like migrate all those applications that no, like to this new platform, which is a Grafana Enterprise. Apart from that, I also support the CI/CD troubleshooting issues a lot. So those happen on day-to-day basis. So for example, there's one developer who is working on some sprint. So these they these developers they work in sprints, which means that they will have some task assigned in 2 weeks of time as part of the sprint cycle, and within that cycle they will have like multiple tasks to work on. So like all those tasks they need to and push some uh, what do you call these code changes to the repos, and we use these CI/CD pipelines in GitLab and Argo CD. So whenever they face any issues, they will reach out to the SRE team. So I support that on day-to-day basis. So like these issues can be anything because we have all the things integrated into our CI/CD pipeline. We have Kubernetes, we have Helm charts, we have this Argo CD. So we have all those things integrated together. The scans in Trivy. So whenever they face any issue with any of these steps, any of these pipeline stages, they reach out to the SRE team. So like in that case, we like, um, we need to troubleshoot the issue, and we need to support them. So this is what my like day-to-day tasks are right now. But yes, it can change. So right now I'm working on Synops project. I'm working on this Grafana enterprise migration. I'm working on CHD pipeline troubleshooting. So these are my main tasks as of now. It would be useful, sir. Please come live one or 2 weeks more. 2 weeks once. 1 or 2 week once. Sure, sure. I'll come more. Okay. This is my This on the first one, I wasn't sure how it's going to be. So yeah, I'll do more in the future for sure. Mohammed is asking any SRE project recommendations and difference from platform engineering. So platform engineering is like slightly different, of course. It's like a higher end role to SRE. You can say SREs can no like switch to platform engineering. So in platform engineering, we like build the entire platform. So for example, uh, in my company, the developers they are able to use Kubernetes without knowing Kubernetes because they like just have to this push the code to the repo, and as soon as they do it, the pipeline triggers and it has all the steps mentioned, like starting from uh, this Docker building to its to uh, image scanning, then deploy into EKS cluster. So without knowing Kubernetes, they can deploy to Kubernetes. So this is like a platform that has been built by the platform team. So we are using GitLab, a SaaS platform to do that. So this is where this platform engineering is different to SRE. SRE's role is to I mean, support them like when they face any issues in using this platform. So for example, as I mentioned, like we have some CI/CD pipelines which they use. So whenever they face any issues with these pipelines, they reach out to the SRE team. So the platform is built by the platform team, but the support part is with the SRE team. I just gave you one example. In this way, you can say about anything. For example, this observability stack in the company, this has been deployed by the platform engineering team, but SREs are there to support anyone who is facing any issues with this stack. Useful to please come live. Okay, I'll come live. Any SRE project recommendation and difference from platform engineering? Okay, SRE projects. I have already shown some projects on my channel. Apart from that, like there are some other projects also. You can explore the playlists. Uh, if I can give you right now, just a moment. So I'll give you one playlist actually, which is uh, one playlist that I recommend to go through, which has almost all the things. So I'll share the link with everyone if anyone wants to be part of it. So this is the playlist I recommend. It has all the things. It has all the projects that I would mention to in today's world in my resume. So this place has all the things. Apart from that, it also has other things like the fundamentals of Linux, AWS, containers, Kubernetes, and Terraform CI/CD pipelines. You're welcome, Mohammed. Okay, we have 3 minutes. Thank you everyone for being a part of this live stream. Uh, I'll try to do more. I'll try to answer all the questions as well. If you still have any questions, what topics in Linux while revising, sir? Just check this playlist that I just like pasted here. Like you will find everything. And so you're already a member, so I think you will have access to this place. So the first 4 or 5 videos, if you see, it will be around Linux only. So I think that is like more than sufficient to learn in Linux to move into DevOps and SRE. Okay, so you don't have to go too deep into it because we have so many other things. So in this playlist, the first few videos, one, two, three, four, the first 4 videos are more than sufficient to learn Linux fundamentals and stuff, and then you can move on to cloud. Okay, we have 2 minutes. So before we go, I would just like to highlight that I have this YouTube membership where I have this place that I just gave you. It has like a lot of videos which are like part of this YouTube membership program. So if you're interested, you can go for the membership. You will be part of one WhatsApp group where you can ask all the things, all the questions. So I can give you that if you're interested. If not, then it's fine. But I just want to highlight this also, that this is the membership URL which you can go for. If you go for this level 3, So you're going to get access to all the videos on my channel. Okay, so some videos are part of membership, so you can go for this membership, and if you go to this level 3, so you're going to get access to all the videos. And as part of this, you also get access to mock interviews also. So you can have some mock interviews also as part of this membership. You can ask for any doubts, any questions. I'm okay to have some calls also if you are interested. If you face any challenges, anything you want to ask. So all that is included as part of this a monthly membership program on YouTube. But I do have a course on TopMate, which is like a one-time buy, but it's going to be slightly costly because it's a one-time buy. So it's up to you which one you want to go for. So I can share the link as well in case. So this is my TopMate URL. So there are other services also that I provide. For example, you want some one-on-one call, one-on-one video call. So all that is part of this. You can just explore this TopMate option if you're interested in any of it. All right, guys. Any other question? It's 9:30. It's been 1.5 hours. Okay, if not, I'll close out the live stream. I hope it was useful to you, and I'm planning to do more in the future. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.